Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. The first person that ever worked for me was a marketing guy. And he had told me that when you have a winning horse, you constantly bet on it. And well, that is what Spinnaker is doing here. They have another Spongebob collaboration. This is the Conch Street series, and it is based on the neighborhood where SpongeBob grew up. Now, what struck me most about this whole SpongeBob thing is that they started last year, and that was in 2024, and that was the 25th anniversary of SpongeBob, which means it came out when I was in my mid-20s, which to me blows my mind. That is unreal. My kids were never really big SpongeBob people. My wife always said his voice reminds her of nails on a chalkboard. But the double entendres of the shows, I do enjoy them. Anyway, we're going to check them out today for my own wrist check. On one wrist, I am wearing the newly released Islander Solitaire. This is our Solar Diver. I'm wearing the white dial one. Comes in 3 other colors. Just came out this past Tuesday. And on my other wrist, a definite blast from the past. This is my Seiko 5 Sports SNZD 77, this integrated bracelet sports kind of diver. I love this thing. It did come in a blue also that we sold way back in the day, SNZD 73. If I ever see one come across, I will probably pick it up because I do love it. Anyway, let's check out Bob. So these are all going to be based on the Spinnaker Fleuss, which is an existing model. Some of you may already own one. 4 different colorways. I'd hesitate to even call them colorways. It's 4 different styles, dials, bezels, straps. They definitely each have their own personality. I probably don't have to tell you what each one is, but I will. So all the model number is going to be SP-5151, and this is the -01. Ta-da! And this one is obviously based on Gary the snail. And you can see the little spiral from his shell there. Tons of fun. All these watches are going to have that theme. Tons of fun. But not kiddie watches. Sure, kids may buy them. Then again, kids. Show came out over 25 years ago. I guess there's youngins that watch them now. But for grown-ups alike, check out the detail in the dial. Look at the depth, look at the cutting, look at the applied markers. Awesome. And the play of color is great. This glass bezel, this mineral crystal bezel with the blue over the green. So cool. Okay, so we're looking at 43 millimeters in diameter. Is 13 thick to a flat sapphire crystal. Got that there. And we're looking at 51 millimeters on the lug tip to lug tip. We have an exhibition case back with the SpongeBob rotor, nifty. If you do your homework, you will know this is a Seiko NH35 movement. This is a date-only movement, hand winds, hacks, 40 hours of power reserve, 21,600 beats per hour on the movement. So that second hand is ticking 6 times per second. We are looking at 22 millimeters on the lug width, and they've paired it with this awesome neon green with blue keepers, this kind of mock tropic strap. This is so cool. The colors here are so vibrant and so fun. I really like this one. I mean, out of all 4, I will tell you which one I like, and it might surprise you. I'm not sure. This is a limited run of 300 units, and as such, I should probably show you the packaging. So they're all going to come to you in a limited edition box like this with an outer cardboard sleeve. You pull that back, and you're going to have the caricatures in the background and the Spinnaker text. And if there was a watch inside, it would be on this pillow. Still very nice, cool designs, definitely very SpongeBobby, if that's a word. You'll get a limited edition card and a little manual. So the first one I showed you there, that was Gary. Let's move on to number 2. And this one, whoops, let's set it and wind it. This is Patrick Star. It looks like his shorts, and you can tell from the pattern on the dial. That's what it's meant to emulate. I guess the movement operation, right? You unscrew the crown. Well, okay, let's start from scratch, right? The crown is screwed down. You unscrew it, it will pop out. You can hand wind it, give it its 40 hours of power reserve. You pull it out 2 clicks, the second hand will indeed stop, and then 1 click out will do the date. The date is at 4 o'clock. It was at 4 o'clock on this one. I did not call it out, but you can clearly see it. Push down and turn for your full, what is it, 150 meters, 500 feet of water resistance. So Patrick's star, Patrick is limited to 300 units as well. Everything else about him is going to be the same, the size, etc. This bezel here just reminds me of lemonade. I'm not sure why, maybe just the pink and the yellow, but that is the vibe that I get, but very summery. I guess it makes sense. This is the Conch Street Limited Series. That is the neighborhood where Spongebob is from. You have a strap in Patrick's colors, as well as the accenting keepers. So this is model, let's come up on the dial. I'll show you the Lume at the end, by the way, but there you can see the cutouts in the dial for the stars. This is model number SP5151-02, also limited to 300 units. And here is Bob. Here's Spongebob. Let's wind him up and get him going. So this is 5151-03, and this guy is limited to 300 units. So you get the yellow of his porous exoskeleton, outer structure, whatever you want to call him. You have this awesome yellow and blue bezel, again playing with his colors. And it's beautiful, not like a royal blue. It's a really, really nice blue. It pops nicely with the yellow keepers, of course. Oh, the buckle is marked Spinnaker. Sweet looking watch. Really cool. Spinnaker logo is on the crown. Again, they all have the same bezel, rotor on them, and they're all going to have the limited edition number etched on the case back. So this is model number SP5151-03, and this is the Spongebob one. Now you may think that this was, or is, my favorite because of the blue. It was, until I unwrapped the last one, which fortunately happens to also be the one done in the highest number. I wonder if that's because they knew this one will be a standout hit. This one is the Pineapple House variation. 500 units as opposed to 300 on everybody else. Yellow and orange is the name of the day, looking like SpongeBob's house. He lives in a pineapple under the sea, as many of you know. Orange strap with yellow keepers, and it says echoed in the dial. A little porthole there for the date at 4 o'clock. You can tip the watch back and we can see the awesome detail on the dial. Really, really nice. While we are here, I will try one on. So here we go. Here it is on my 6.5, 6 3/4 inch wrist. There I am on the strap. Plenty to go in either direction. Very, very comfortable strap. The rubber is super duper silky. Really nice. Love, love the colors of this one. Let's see the Lume. So in order of how I showed them to you, we have Gary, we have Patrick sporting a full Lume dial. I guess the first three are full Lumes, but man, Patrick, look at that. That is ridiculous. We have Spongebob here as number 3, and the Pineapple House sporting the least amount of Lume, as the dial is not fully luminescent. That'll wrap it up. I do believe I forgot to mention the price. They are list for $395. Your prices you find online may vary, of course, but the list price is $395. So let's see, you got 3, 6, 900 plus 500, 1,400 of these are out there for the taking around the entire world. It might sound like a lot, but I would say that this little yellow guy has attracted quite a following around the world. So who knows how long they'll last. Anyway, this has been Mark from LongIslandWatch.com showing you the new Spongebob, Spinnaker, Fleuss, Conch Street, limited edition, blah, 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 blah. Of course, please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Questions, comments, anything else you want to share, you can put it down below and I'll be sure to address it as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.